So how did you guys find your car? Did it perform the way you wanted it to?
Yeah, it was pretty close performance, but we had a last-minute mishap happen. When we were coming downstairs, one of the seats accidentally crushed the wheel of the car.
Okay, can you actually just show us?
Yeah, it crushed this wheel, and the wheel pretty much fractured down the entire length, and we had actually had an original crack from earlier on this side, and it pretty much just fractured both sides.
Dan, tell us how you went today.
I think we did pretty well. Basically, got 3 metres as our maximum distance. We did predict 3 metres and 20 centimetres, but still did pretty well, I'd say. Maybe just reduce the weight of it, really. I mean, because we used model car wheels, it was quite a bit heavier, so did take a bit more power, basically, to get the rear wheels to move. Probably just basically learning how to communicate in a team and communicating between teams as well.
So, Patrick, how do you think you went today?
Good and bad. We had a higher prediction, but we were at about 4.9 instead of 5.6. But we're happy. You loaded up quickly, went well. Probably build a bigger gear system to help with friction and help with acceleration and momentum, all that stuff.
Right, so how do you think a project like this sort of relates to the real world?
It teaches us the basics of, working in a team.
So you guys obviously built a bridge today. How did the bridge go, Kayla?
Well, it got 3 out of 4, so that's full marks. Pretty happy with that.
Anything you would change in your design?
Probably just the top's not that flat. It's a little bumpy, and when cars run across it, they kind of curve a bit.
Oh, well, we got 3 out of the 4 runs we wanted. The car didn't start on one of them.
Yeah, we're overweight by
50 grams.
50 grams.
Does that actually mean anything?
It means we're going to lose a percentage of our mark. It's the card that's been affecting us. We didn't really think it would weigh as much as it did.
Okay, I'm Dr. Ewan Lindsay, and I'm a senior lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Engineering here, and I'm the unit coordinator for this unit.
So how has today's event gone, Ewan?
It's been fairly successful, actually. I've seen a lot of people been happier with the way it's gone than I was expecting. I normally have a lot of sort of steering problems where sort of vehicles won't go across the bridges. But things seem to be going fairly straight today, so yeah, it's been good.
And so what about the actual bridges? Have they performed quite well?
They have done very well. We've been a little disappointed because a lot of them have been a bit overweight. There's a 500 gram limit on how much they're allowed to weigh, and a lot of them have sort of gone a little bit over that, which makes it a bit easier for them to be successful because they've got more material to support the load. But I think we've had a couple that have been a bit bumpy on the surface, and that causes problems for the cars. But mostly, it's gone pretty well.
Is that, I guess, an engineer's maxim of over-designing it to make it safer, I guess? So they're actually doing that?
No, they just forgot the decking. To be honest, they've worked it out. They've worked out 500 grams of popsicle sticks, and then they've put a decking on top and forgotten that that has mass as well. So when they've put the top on, they've sort of gone, oh, that's a bit heavy. Glue, certainly one bridge in particular, they chose araldite instead of a normal construction glue, and that's got a very, very heavy bridge. But yeah, it's just those things that they don't really think about until afterwards. So they think popsicle sticks, they think they've got 500 popsicle sticks, weighs 500 grams, that's our bridge. They're not thinking about the steps that go into it.
Well, I guess this is part of the learning process as well, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.